Hello and welcome, this is Duke of Bacon. I'm doing a little tour video of my hard mode Terraria world. So let's get started with this little tour by showing you this bedroom and storage area, which was the first room in the base when I put it together. I don't come here too often except to drop off all this extra stuff here, these chests I've labeled, blocks, the building stuff, ammunition. There's dungeons in the game, so it's good to be organized. Showing off a few things here and there. Got all the different various ores in the game you can find. I have a couple of the alternate early game ores. Tungsten, lead. There's copper, which was an original ore. Let's see. Chlorophyte is late game stuff. Very useful. Shumite you make from chlorophyte, and a certain type of mushroom, which I'll get around to later. Over here is the kitchen, which I don't use too often now. There's really only one thing to use here, and that's this pot. Other than that, it doesn't get much use. The dining room is up here, just for decorative purposes. I thought it looked nice. I don't think I have anything in this chest here. No. It's the first workshop here, including some of the late game forging equipment. We'll go straight up to workshop number 2. This is where I keep all my dye and paint equipment. And a lot of this dye is somewhat hard to get. It's a bit of a pain in the butt to get the purple dye. But the paint, however, comes in handy if you like doing extra fancy projects. Over here is one of the art galleries I have. Stuff I found in the dungeons, hard to reach places, underground. Next, just some basic bedrooms for the different NPCs that show up when you fulfill certain requirements. A little costume closet here. No sound effects like in Resident Evil, and you don't need a key. And the first purple room, just a dining room painted all purple and shadowy. Ooh, art gallery number 2. Little private dining area. It's very romantic. It's even got a lovely picture of flowers. Up here is the music and dance hall, which this piano doesn't actually function, but I wish it did. There are some other musical instruments as weapons in the game that do make sounds, but they're more practical for fighting instead. Take a little trip over here through these doors to this little jungle themed room for the Dryad NPC. Fits her quite nicely. She's even got her own pet frog. Little attic things. I was going for more of a spooky kind of theme. Didn't work too well because it ended up too small. And then over here to the right, go up a little more, is my own little master bedroom. I like the jungle, log cabin, treehouse kind of theme. Even got the starry sky wallpaper and a starry night picture. The bathroom, more jungle theme with its own private waterfall, glass bathtub, candlelight, very relaxing, and of course, me, lots of books, gotta have my own library. So, as we finish our little tour of the space here, just another side room, was messing around with glass and brick, gardening, left the Christmas stuff up, didn't put any presents out, forgot about that. So, we'll just ignore these teleporter pads for now, but with this wire cutter I can show you how much wiring it takes just to get all these teleporter pads set up. And these doors here, which cannot be knocked over or destroyed unless I choose to, so it's very secure. Go back down and leave. The space is floating, so very few enemies can actually get in these days. Early game though, you want to build yourself a nice little floating house to keep certain hordes at night from entering, or you get like goblin hordes that come in. Doesn't save you from the teleporting enemies though, but those are pretty rare. So, turn that off. Down here is where I keep all my surplus bricks. Everything I dig up but I don't want to keep up above. Snow, special bricks, dirt. It's just right next to my potions workshop. Keep all my healing potions set. And all the ingredients and seeds. Big old garden below. And a pumpkin patch. Gotta like the pumpkin pie. And over here is where I take all these statues you can find scattered about. I can make extra bombs if I need to. That's a trap down there. I'll click the switch here. Spiky ball trap. Useful. Now this thing here is very important because it generates all the gel I'll ever need. And gel is the ammo for this hard mode weapon, Flamethrower. It's very fun to use. I probably use it more than any other weapon in my inventory, even though it's not the most powerful. So now we'll fly up here. This is my battle arena, complete with Swedish and Finnish flags here. For no apparent reason, I decided to design them. Just because I could. But in this arena, I have it set up so that healing is not a problem. You can dunk yourself in this honey here. It helps you regen. These statues here, you can turn them on and get little hearts spawning. And the star ones rejuvenate your mana. And the campfires and those lanterns here also regenerate your life faster. But in that room down there, there's this water candle effect, which I keep for the sake of whenever there's a horde coming in or a special event, I get more monsters and more stuff to kill. So I get lots more money. And where I've flown up to now is the first of my treehouse homes, which I'm just going to run through quickly, show them off. Wanted to have them connected by a little rail bridge here. This is number 2, a little more quieter. The first one has more of a workshop kind of setting, you know, a fishing lodge in a way. Also glass up top so you can peek at the stars while you're sitting in bed or flopped on the couch. And down below there is my little private fishing area with a rope bridge. Little man-made lake there. It's nice and relaxing. And treehouse number 3. I'm going with the different wood themes here. You go all the way up the stairs, and there's a little restaurant of sorts. Even its own viewing platform. So as you can see, it's become nighttime here, and all sorts of little monsters and zombies will spawn. However, if you have a lot of NPCs, as you would late game, their presence tends to keep monsters from coming too close. Which is nice, because you don't want to be harassed too much while you're messing around. So I'm going to stop here for this first tour video, and I will see you in the next one.